If you're holding 8,750 XDC right now, you're probably asking yourself, is this quiet altcoin about to explode, or is it just another forgotten project? XDC network might not dominate headlines like some layer one, but it was built with a clear purpose, powering real-world finance, global trade, and enterprise-grade tokenization. In this video, we're going to break everything down. We'll walk through what XDC is really used for, how it's positioning itself against major competitors, the actual progress it's made on adoption, and most importantly, what that could mean for your portfolio by 2026. But first, if you're looking for a reliable crypto exchange that doesn't require KYC, I personally use WEEX. It has deep liquidity, super low fees, a massive range of coins, and up to 400x leverage for those who trade actively. Right now, you can claim up to $30,000 in sign-up bonuses. Just use the link in the description and get started today. If XDC gains traction the way its supporters believe it will, your 8,750 tokens could be sitting on a very different value in just a couple of months. Now, let's start with the basics. At the time of recording, XDC is trading at $0.099 with a market cap of roughly $1.6 billion. That means your 8,750 tokens are currently worth around $866. Nothing crazy, but not insignificant either. Still, it's the potential ahead that has many people watching XDC closely. What makes XDC different from other altcoins is its focus. It's not trying to be a DeFi powerhouse or a metaverse play. XDC is going after something more foundational, global trade finance and enterprise-grade infrastructure. And while that doesn't sound exciting to retail traders chasing the next meme coin, it could be one of the most undervalued sectors in crypto. XDC is a hybrid blockchain, meaning it combines public and private chain features. This allows institutions to build permissioned systems for things like document verification or finance workflows, while still anchoring data on a secure public chain for transparency. The consensus mechanism it uses is called XDPoS, a delegated proof-of-stake model that enables 2-second finality, high throughput, and near-zero gas fees. The XDC network was designed to solve a specific problem, the inefficiency of trade finance. Global trade runs on outdated infrastructure, slow settlement processes, and paperwork-heavy systems. In many parts of the world, small and medium enterprises can't even access trade finance because the process is too expensive and time-consuming for banks. This is where XDC steps in. Their flagship platform, TradeFinex, is already live. It lets businesses tokenize trade instruments like invoices or purchase orders and connect directly with global financiers. This cuts out layers of paperwork, improves trust, and creates more access to working capital. In short, it's real-world infrastructure, not just speculative tech. And that's just one use case. XDC is also being used in pilot projects for things like land registry systems, tokenized bonds, digital identity verification, and even education credentialing. These are all sectors where blockchain offers real efficiency gains, and XDC is building the rails quietly behind the scenes. Another major strength of XDC is its compatibility with ISO 20022, the global messaging standard for financial institutions. While most people in crypto ignore this, ISO 20022 is essential for integration into existing banking infrastructure. It's the standard SWIFT and central banks are moving to, and being compatible with it means XDC is already speaking the same language as institutions. That gives it a potential edge in onboarding real banks, governments, and trade finance platforms. Compare that to many other chains like Ethereum or Solana, powerful ecosystems but not exactly designed with trade finance and banking compliance in mind. That's where XDC has carved out its niche. It's not trying to be everything for everyone. It's trying to be the blockchain that moves trillions of dollars in global trade through a more efficient, transparent, and programmable system. Another important piece of the puzzle is tokenomics. XDC has a fixed max supply of around 38 billion, with just under half currently in circulation. Transaction fees are incredibly low, fractions of a cent. But they're also burned, meaning supply is gradually reduced over time. Combine that with staking incentives and infrastructure usage, and you've got a model where increased adoption translates into real token demand. XDC 2.0 is also coming, and it includes major upgrades that could make the network even more attractive. This includes validator NFTs, where validator slots become tradable assets, and improved incentives for node operators. There are also governance improvements, including the potential for more decentralized control over network decisions. But let's be real, XDC is not without its risks. Visibility is still low. While the team has been building solid infrastructure, they've done very little in terms of marketing or community hype. That's not necessarily bad, but it means XDC hasn't gone viral the way many altcoins do during bull runs. Without retail awareness or a strong meme narrative, the project's success relies heavily on actual adoption, which takes longer to show up in price action. Then there's competition. Stellar, Ripple, and Algorand are all chasing similar enterprise use cases. Ripple has more name recognition and is already used by several banks. Stellar has the MoneyGram partnership and is also ISO 20022 compliant. Algorand is going after governments with tokenized asset platforms. XDC will need to differentiate itself through performance, integrations, and its hybrid architecture if it wants to win real market share. Still, there's a case to be made that XDC's best days are ahead. The infrastructure is live, the tools are working, and real businesses are already using it. It doesn't rely on empty hype or speculative TVL. It's playing the long game, and that's the kind of project that institutions prefer. Quiet, compliant, scalable. Another area to watch is real-world asset tokenization. Major institutions like BlackRock, Citibank, and HSBC are actively exploring tokenizing things like bonds, securities, and real estate. If this trend accelerates, and it likely will, then platforms like XDC that offer high speed, low fees, and compliance-ready frameworks could become the go-to infrastructure layer, especially in regions like Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, where outdated systems are being leapfrogged by digital-first solutions. CBDCs are another angle. Central bank digital currencies are being tested worldwide. While most won't be built directly on public chains, many will use or integrate with infrastructure like XDC for interoperability and document verification. If governments begin using blockchains for registry systems, loan issuance, or public finance data, projects like XDC are likely to benefit. And then there's regulation. Unlike DeFi tokens that are constantly at risk of being labeled securities, XDC is more likely to survive regulatory scrutiny because of its enterprise focus and low speculation. If the SEC or other regulators crack down on high-risk coins, utility-driven infrastructure projects could become the safest places to park capital. That could be XDC's moment to shine. So the big question is, what does this mean for you as an investor holding 8,750 XDC? Right now, your stack is worth around $866. That's based on today's price of $0.099. But the real upside lies in where this token could go if adoption increases. If the network scales its partnerships, onboards more governments and trade platforms, and catches even a fraction of the coming tokenization wave, the value of your stack could easily multiply. Whether that's a 2x, 5x, or something bigger depends on execution. But the foundation is here. Let me know in the comments what you personally think about XDC. Are you here for the long term? Do you believe trade finance is the hidden gem of crypto? Or are you waiting for more visibility before adding to your bag? And don't forget, if you're looking to buy or trade XDC and want zero KYC plus massive sign-up bonuses, check out WEEX using the link below. It's what I use, and right now you can claim up to $30,000 in trading rewards just for joining. Thanks for watching. Stay patient, stay informed, and I'll catch you in the next one.